Rockstar has absolutely massive news for players, and this is something that's going to affect both the players and fans of GTA 5 as well as Red Dead Redemption 2, and also, most likely, this is going to affect all of us when GTA 6 comes out as well. This particular news broke Friday, and if you haven't heard yet, we're going to get into it all today, and if you've already heard, well, we're going to be discussing the implications of it all. So as we get into things, definitely drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and let's get started. Now, for those deep into the GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 communities, this announcement might just reshape your gaming world, because Rockstar Games, in a surprise move, has officially acquired CFX RE. Yes, you heard that right. These are the masterminds behind the legendary roleplay servers like 5M and Red M, and those are now under the Rockstar Games banner. Over the years, we've witnessed incredible evolution and expansion of Rockstar's games. Much of this magic, well, it's owed to the roleplay and the creator communities from various sorts of mods and things like that, and from various innovative tales spun into the heart of Los Santos to all the unpredictable adventures that you can have in the Wild West on Red Dead RP. All these types of server developers have pushed these limits, and they've turned the virtual world into an expansive canvas of imagination. Rockstar does have an official statement from their newswire that I will include in a screenshot in this video. But overall, recognizing the blood, sweat, and passion poured into these mods, Rockstar made a move that many of us didn't see coming here, and they've revamped their policy to warmly welcome mods from the roleplay creative community. And this isn't just a win, I would say it is a triumph for the modders and roleplay enthusiasts everywhere out there. So what's next with the CFX team teaming up with Rockstar? Well, the mission is crystal clear here. They're set to supercharge the services, cater to both developers and the players alike, and this fusion will unquestionably elevate experience here, bridging the gap between creators and the massive 5M and Red M communities. Now, the rumors and the speculations are already flooding in. I recently stumbled upon a tweet from Videotech that you guys have heard me talk about here on the channel as well, and it made me wonder, could this acquisition signal the launch of an official development SDK for GTA 5 and RDR2? Think about it here. You can get the tools compatible with 3ds Max, a dedicated world editor, and so much more. And honestly, the horizon for modders seems brighter and boundless here. But Rockstar's also given us a tease at the future, and they've been suggesting that we have more thrilling updates on the way in the coming weeks and even months. Now, one thing is for certain with this news, it is a really good time for many in the gaming community, and I for one am super eager to see how this all shapes out. So diving into that more positive and sunnier side of the news, with Rockstar officially steering the ship, obviously the horizon looks very promising. If you combine the heavyweight resources of Rockstar with the innovative spirit of CFX RE, that means not just enhanced gameplay experiences, but also a suite of more potent tools for server developers. But we also have to mention the more negative and speculative side of all this, which is what I want to kind of focus on here in this video, because in recent history, the relationship between Rockstar Games and the modding community has been quite tumultuous, to say the least. Rockstar's parent company, Take-Two Interactive, has frequently shown a tough stance against modders. They pursued legal actions against creators for modifying aspects of GTA and Red Dead, sometimes even for mods that purely added to the game's aesthetic or functionality without compromising the original content. And this is within this backdrop that Rockstar's acquisition of CFX, the brains behind 5M and Red M, have raised eyebrows here, because for years, these modding platforms have played pivotal roles in enhancing the roleplay experience with these two games, and the collaborative potential of Rockstar's resources definitely sounds promising. But of course, given Rockstar and Take-Two's previous adversarial stance against modders, the acquisition can certainly be viewed legitimately as less of a collaboration type of acquisition and more of as something to contain them. Rather than facing potential legal disputes or controversies within third-party mod creators, owning this platform outright might actually give Rockstar direct control over its direction and capabilities. And actually, not even just might, it does. So drawing some parallels here to a different industry, like the automotive one, this isn't necessarily a new strategy. When it comes to car manufacturers, for example, companies sometimes acquire designs or technologies from other companies in their space that they find threatening or innovative, not necessarily to promote them, but to control them, stifle them, or in the case of the Land Rover Group, for example, in the 90s and early 2000s, completely rip them off. BMW and Ford particularly only purchased the Land Rover Group to integrate their state-of-the-art tech and off-road capabilities into their own line of vehicles, only to sell off the Land Rover brand a few years later. Now, could we see something similar like this with 5M and Red M? I don't necessarily foresee Rockstar selling them off, but I also don't foresee them maintaining complete creative freedom any longer. And I'm referring to the CFX team in that statement. So at the heart of it, the gaming community is torn, I'd imagine. On one side, there's excitement about the potential enhancements to the role-playing experience in these games, but on the other, there's also skepticism regarding Rockstar's motives. Is this a genuine embrace of the modding community, or is it a strategic move to manage potential threats? Only time is going to tell here to reveal Rockstar's true intentions. Until then though, the community watches on, I watch on, and I think we're all balancing hope with caution here. And while Rockstar is keeping the original CFX creators on board with the rest of the Rockstar team, at the very least, I think we're going to see sweeping changes to some servers very soon. The modding ecosystem, especially with RP servers, is rife with a kaleidoscope of mods that enhance player experiences, and among these mods are some that contain copyright infringement of real-life brands and logos, and this can range from realistic billboards, branded cars, and even character clothing that mirrors our real-world fashion industry. And on the surface, it does provide a layer of realism and immersion to the game, but of course beneath it lurks the murky waters of copyright infringements, and this becomes especially significant in the context of Rockstar's acquisition here, because these mods were primarily the domain of individual creators, or basically just smaller communities, and so big corporations like real-world brands might have overlooked them before, treating them maybe as like fan tributes or something not really significant enough to challenge. However, with Rockstar and Take-Two, both massive industry giants here, taking the helm, it's a whole different ballgame now. Their corporate stature means that they're on the radar of these major companies now, and using copyrighted content without permission would be a glaring liability both for Rockstar and Take-Two. And of course, Take-Two, with its history of being particularly litigious when it comes to protecting its own IP, will likely be swift in ensuring it doesn't infringe on others here necessarily. With those real-life brands, they can come close with the parity with their own in-game brands, but not straight up ripping off real-life brands. The other thing we have to talk about is monetization, and the future of monetization with RP servers now that Rockstar owns the creators. Monetization has always been a focal point in the gaming world, but particularly with GTA and Red Dead, they're no exception here. And Rockstar's stance on the third-party microtransactions in the RP servers has been unequivocal recently, leading to the termination of such practices in the RP realm when it comes to the in-game items you could buy, the cosmetics, or even certain abilities and features. But the roleplay servers have actually found other ways to monetize, and for example, one of the more prominent and accepted methods is charging people for queue skipping. And given the soaring popularity of these servers, especially during peak times, players can then use those microtransactions to skip the queue and instead of facing extended wait times to join a server. So this premium service is where players can pay to skip the queue, and I think that's a clever monetization strategy here. It ensures the servers get the necessary funds and income to maintain and enhance their offerings, and it also doesn't directly affect the in-game experience here. But with Rockstar's acquisition, monetization undoubtedly played a pivotal role in their decision making, and that's also something to keep in mind here. So I'm not too sure what the future holds for all this, but I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments down below. With all that said, I think we're going to wrap things up right here. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with the best Red Dead Online, Rockstar games, GTA Online, and of course basically all Take-Two type of content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With all of that being said, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next GTA and Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.